Hi everyone, my name is Caitlin Smith, and I am here to discuss problems with computers and networking. I apologize if you hear any background noise. I am deployed, and the only way I can talk loud is if I am outside. Let's continue. On this slide, I will be discussing the problems of each listed. On the next slide, I will discuss the solutions of each problem. For networking, an example could be a server is not found. For this to happen, it is usually a problem through an internet service provider, an ISP, domain name server setup. Domain name server is also known as a DNS. For computer problems, whether it be hardware or software, the blue screen of death. Computers would pop up with a blank blue screen for a short amount of time. They would then turn off. Any work you did not save will not be there once you turn the computer back on. A network interface card, also known as NIC, could be damaged or placed improperly. Firewalls. A firewall can prevent a virtual private network, a VPN, from working, or too many people are using the VPN. Firewalls must prove to the user they are worth keeping because hackers can bypass some firewalls easily, and they can keep viruses from getting on your computer. IP address. IP address exhaustion. If an IP address begins with 169.x.x.x, it means no IP address was available from the Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol server. DHCP for Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. The picture I have here is a network interface card. For anyone who doesn't know what it looks like, that is what one looks like. Here I will be discussing how each of the problems discussed are solved. For networking, turn the computer off, unplug the router, and count to 5. Plug the router back in and wait for the lights on the router to return to normal. Then turn the computer back on and the internet should work like normal. For the computer hardware software, for the blue screen of death, there will be a code that will pop up on the blue screen. Write the code down and look it up. There is usually an answer online somewhere stating why it happened. When the blue screen appears, it usually means something worse will happen to your computer later down the road. People have always had the blue screen of death. You probably had it or heard of it if you've used a computer before. The blue screen of death, something worse will happen, and that's why people will write down the solutions online to try and help somebody else. For the network interface card, or NIC, this is an easy fix. Simply find out where the NIC is placed within the computer and look to see if it is damaged. If it is damaged, you will have to buy a new NIC and place it in the computer. If it is not damaged, you will just have to take it out and place it in there properly. For firewalls, you will have to test different firewalls to find out which one will work best for you and the type of computer you are using and what you plan to use it for. For the IP address, have a standalone router or Wi-Fi access point to keep the IP address from being exhausted or duplicated. And the picture I have here is a router. So there's some lights that are turned on here, but some of them are not on. And that's okay, that's probably the normal lights for the Cisco routers. But every router is different, so it all just depends on which one you have placed in your home. Next, I would like to talk about my proposition. I would like to propose a way to eliminate computer networking issues from happening. They always have happened either at the best or worst time. It could happen at home or while you are at work or doing schoolwork. My proposition is that computer companies need to hire people to test new computers, and if they have a networking issue, they report it to the company. The company can then find a way to prevent that from happening again or eliminate the amount of times the issue comes up. That way people can enjoy the computer without the networking problems. I have a picture here of a basic hiring committee for if the company would like to hire. On this slide, I will talk about the explanation. Companies need to hire people, and then they can eliminate the problem with the people that they hire. And on this slide, I have a picture of 3 individuals looking at a computer that maybe they had a networking issue come up and they would like to report it up to the company to try and fix it. On this slide, I will talk about the feasibility of the proposition. This does not cost much for the consumer. It would cost companies more by hiring people to test the proposition. Unless they use people already hired in the company to test the new products, the company can then save some money because they will not have to hire new people. If this works, it can help save people a lot of time because they will not have to worry about fixing the issues, and they will not have to call IT and spend more money from what they have already spent. This picture is just a basic picture of people saving money for whatever they wish to, because it will save people money. Call to action. Companies need to start hiring people and make sure they can count on them to report any issues they see with networking or other computer issues. Known networking issues and computer issues should be researched and on standby in case they need to fix the known issues. For example, if a new computer happens to come up with the blue screen of death, they can look into how to prevent it from happening again and place a solution on all the new computers so it will never happen. My picture is just a simple answers picture, so that way they have the answers for solutions already on standby. This is my reference slide for where I got my pictures, and this concludes my PowerPoint on my proposal to computer networking issues. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you very much.